In the year 2014, a new squad of operatives was chosen by the College of Illusion. These fools promptly went on to frustrate their DM at every opportunity. Today, still working together, because really, who else would work with them? They survive as adventurers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the Second Breakfast Club.
Tony Kinney as Eddie Falzone.
Jess Owen as Adira Glow.
Michael Cole as Uorag.
Jesse Wicks as Bill Quiverlance.
Nico Rodriguez as your DM.
Welcome back to the continuing tales of A Fool's Quest.
All right, so the next morning you guys wake up and you make your way back early. Like as soon as you can see a little bit of sunlight, you head toward the cranes.
Yeah.
All right, so you get to the cranes and they let Eddie out to go potty, but they're all still at the house when you get there.
Good boy, Eddie.
I want to follow Eddie, not like closely, but when he's done doing his thing, I want to catch him on the way back.
You want to talk to the dog?
Are you going to sniff where he pees and pee there as well?
Maybe, but that's probably the point.
This is my road, bitch.
No, I'll kneel down and go to pet him.
Okay.
So, strange things happen around here, boy?
He's like, man, what would Eddie's voice be? He's like, yeah, no, strange things happen around here. People get eaten by shadowy creatures.
That's the after effects of being eaten alive. So, I imagine you've explored a good bit of this place.
I've looked around, but I didn't find any of the treasure stuff they're looking for. I'm just looking for other things.
Have you seen anything interesting?
I went in and looked around the castle. That was kind of cool.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There are like fancy art and paintings and stuff like my Crane family has around their house, those giant statues and stuff.
Anyone in there?
I didn't see anyone. I got to several spots where there were doors closed and, no thumbs.
Oh, fair. Well, thank you, Eddie. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you, Uorag.
I'll pet him again.
Good as boy.
Oh.
He's a goodest boy.
I'm going to shake my butt.
Just do it, Eddie. Don't broadcast it.
I always say that. Just no one ever hears me.
Just walking, shaking my butt, shaking my butt, shaking my butt.
Cute.
He's got music in his head.
As soon as we get there, I'm going to get a Hot Pocket and I'm eating it.
Okay. So you grab a Hot Pocket. Valley's like, hey guys,
Oh, hey, what's up, Valley?
you left me here last night.
Yeah, we figured it was safer. You had that. You'd gotten ran over by the cart. So.
Yeah, I did. I had twisted.
Not forget.
Yeah, I thought it was best if you rested here instead of, because we had a fight out there to get over to the tavern.
Oh, you did? Is everyone okay?
Yeah, we're all right.
We're good.
Y'all look really tired.
My shoulder's a little bruised.
Well,
No, it's
I
not.
kept us up late. See, I was working on a ritual. Is Fraser around? He up yet? Yeah.
Yeah, Fraser was just getting some water from the fountain.
See, well, why don't you tell me what you think before he gets back, and I'm going to show her my ritual and explain. So it's going to hide us. It's going to hide our life force and make it appear like we're undead to anything in the city.
Ooh, that's
'Cause
cool.
During the fight, they only attacked living things like Bill and Uorag, but when Uorag was just a puddle of water, didn't bother him. When I made a illusion, they didn't care. Maybe I should have just hid our life force instead of making us appear undead.
Zombies.
That's probably fine.
She's like, I'm looking at this ritual spell you've drafted, and this is so good. I could never write something this good. I mean, this is wild good. Yeah, I don't see how it wouldn't work.
Alright.
Remember, she's like a cantrip level only.
Yeah, she's a underclassman,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
You'll
She's
get
like,
there.
are you going to tell them that you drafted this last night? Because I'm pretty sure when I was using the bathroom, I heard you say that you weren't an illusionist.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to tell them I found this in the tavern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the map that I was looking over with Roz last night, they hadn't explored the tavern yet, really. They knew it was there, but they hadn't gone inside, so...
Good deal.
Yeah.
They knew the tavern was there, but they didn't go to check it out. I don't trust these people.
No, they brought their own brandy.
Yeah.
But there could be more.
But it's not their brandy. They're very posh.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's not the
You
family
should know
label.
that.
Yeah. We
Actually,
got their own distillery. And
when we leave, let's just take their brandy and leave them.
Take the good brandy.
Fraser comes back carrying a bucket of water. He's like, "Oh, good morning. I trust you all had a wonderful evening."
yeah, I had a good evening, Dr. Crane. Listen, I mean, like I said, I'm not an illusionist, but while we were over there, I was poking around in the office, and it seems like whoever ran that tavern might have been some kind of magician. We found this ritual diagram or whatever it is here. Thought you might want to take a look at it, see what you think.
Wow, that is fascinating. Yes, I'd love to look at it. Let me see that. Yeah, bring it here.
Yeah, here you go.
So he takes a look at it and he says, I will note, there's a good chance that this was delivered there by one of the shadow creatures as a way to try and get people to come to the town. So even if there was no illusionist there before, someone easily could have been attracted to this, or could have had a pull. You know, maybe your friend Uorag here is somehow intertwined with the spirits of Guillermo's Gambit. Maybe not.
Well, don't illusionists kind of like mark their rituals, you know, with a stamp? Didn't you say you know that stamp from somewhere, Eddie?
Oh yeah. There's a mark on it. Oh, you can only
Shadow
see it
creatures
under a full
wouldn't do
moon,
that,
though,
right?
but
Oh,
yeah,
too bad.
It seems legit, but see what you think.
he looks at it and he's like, I'm not much of an illusionist, but it looks pretty neat.
Can you tell what it'll do?
No, not really.
Damn. Well, Bill thought it might, hide us from the shadow creatures out there. So it seems like they're more attracted to life force than anything in our experience. Do you have a similar experience to that? Would you say?
That is an interesting theory. They're attracted to the life force. Fantastic. Make a parlay thing.
6.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that's an interesting theory. I'd love to see it in work being tested. Are you planning on using this? What effect will it have on you?
What is what?
What effect will it have on you?
Well, I don't know.
Okay, wonderful. I would love to study it. Please use this in front of me. I would love to document. Niles, come here. Bring me my scroll and my quill. Niles, hurry. And Niles brings it over. He's like, I'm gonna keep this with me in my pocket, and when you're ready, you just tell me, and I will watch, and I will document what happens when you use this scroll. Fantastic. I'll put it in my next book.
Oh, well, all right then.
Should we wait till dusk?
Yeah. See, so the shadow creatures don't come out during the day, right?
No.
No.
So I'll tell you what. I'm not sure what kind of search pattern or that you guys have been working, but I say your group goes and does your thing. We'll go do our thing, and we'll meet back around here close to sunset. Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. Are you going to look at the chest that was next to the statue?
Yeah. I guess we should all go check that out first, huh? Forgot
Yes.
about that.
In the castle.
Roz, they're going to go look at the statue. We are going to go south of town. We're going to see if we can find the exit today.
All right. We'll see you back here around sunset.
Okay, be safe.
You as well.
Oh, are you using that thing while you're out?
Oh, that. No. See if it hides us from the things. I thought we might use it. When we get back here.
Will it hide all of
night.
us?
I don't. It seems like it'll hide several people. It's a ritual, right?
Oh, yes. I should have been more intuitive. Forgive me.
But, mess. We'll see.
Brilliant. Come on. And he motions. Eddie, Eddie, come with us.
No, I'm going to go with these guys.
Oh, yeah, I mean... Oh. Eddie barks. He's like,
Wolf.
his name is Eddie, too? Uorag's the only one that hears that. All right, so what are you guys going to go do? And Valley's like, do you want me to go with you or stay here with the chest?
Stick with us. I'm sure you rested up enough from that getting run over by the cart thing, so you can stick with us now.
We still have the chest disguised.
Should I put the treasure chest at the tavern?
Yeah. There's a desk in the manager's office. Seems pretty secure.
Okay.
I'll help her with that.
All right, so you guys do that. What do the rest of you guys do?
We'll wait, and then we'll head over to the statue after that.
Okay.
We have eaten something.
Yep, you all had
our Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets, yep.
Hot Pocket.
So you head over to the statue, and you find a chest there. You can see that it is dented pretty hard right at the latches on the face of the chest. It is kind of buried into the base of the statue, though. So there's not really a good leverage spot. Like maybe if she had full access to the chest when she swung her hammer to bust it open, she could have done that. But it's like in the ground and the base of the statue. So there's not really a good spot to get to it. It's more like you have to unlock it and then pull it out of the base of the statue.
Well, I don't know how to pick locks. Seems like a useful skill I should pick up.
I don't do that either. Well, we can probably just smash it open if we drag it out first, right?
Yeah, we can't drag it out without unlocking it, right?
Right. Yep, gotta unlock it first.
You have to unlock it to drag it out of the ground. What are the odds you can turn into a termite?
Not sure I could do a swarm.
You did a puddle, all right? It was worth a try.
Yeah. Well, I could.
One giant termite. Like when I had short kids.
I am a single, large, giant carpenter ant with antlers.
How about new?
Playing the drums.
I could do the stone horse again and just try to mule kick it.
I want to look at the statue. Is there anything... It's a crow?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that stands out about it at all?
Make a discern reality roll.
That's 10 on the dice.
Okay. Its eyes are the only thing that isn't stone. They appear to be some kind of marble.
How tall is the statue? Like, is it like real tall? Can I get up to him?
It's about 7 foot, but it's a statue. It's got its wings like kind of folded in front of it, and it's got like one of its legs cocked up, so you could easily climb up this statue to get leverage on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up it then and get a closer look at those eyeballs. Does it look like they're like removable or something?
It looks like they could be. Yeah.
I'm gonna start picking at them.
Okay. So you start picking at them, and you find that it twists.
Twists. I'm gonna twist the other one too.
Okay. So you twist them, and as you're twisting these eyeballs, they continue to twist out and out and out and out. But they never pop out, right? They're like this marble, like little screw. And as they do it, you finally hear a click at the bottom of the statue.
Huh. Hey, go ahead and try that again with the chest. Try pulling that out.
Yeah, it slides right out.
We got it.
Cool. I'm gonna climb back down. What's in it?
You open it up.
Try to open it. Yep.
Okay. You open it up, and a dart shoots out of it as the trap is activated. So, would you like to avoid danger to try and avoid this dart from hitting you?
Sure. Throw Bill in front of me.
You will not.
Strength.
That's a 7. That's dexterity, right?
If that's how you want to avoid danger, yeah.
Well, it'd be a dodge, but yeah, I got no bonus, so it's a 7.
Okay, so this actually is... You guys remember you had an inspiration each.
That was a 6.
Okay. Worse. Okay, so this dart shoots out, and I will let you decide. Either it's going to hit you in your neck and cause a lot of damage, but not poison you, or it's going to hit you in your chest, cause no damage, but you will get poisoned.
Take the poison.
Well, I figured I'd be like squared up with it, so yeah, right in the chest.
Okay, right in the chest. All right, so it hits you, and you are poisoned, and you take your -1 to your Constitution modifier.
I'm going to toss him an antitoxin. Here, drink this.
I'm going to get rid of all of those by the end of this session.
Apparently. I got one left now.
Got one left. Ooh, I think there might be one other place for you to use it, too. We'll find out.
Well, we'll find it.
Well, there is now.
All right. So you opened it. Inside the chest is a scroll. It's rolled up, and a black, like a jet black crossbow with 6 ammo.
Cool.
I'm going to grab the scroll out and unroll it. What is it, a magic scroll?
It is.
What is it?
We should make an intelligence roll to see if you can identify what it is, because it's not labeled. It's very old.
9.
A 9 will tell you. It is a scroll of shadow step. Ooh. With a 9, I will tell you what the scroll is, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what it does. A 10 or more, I would have told you everything.
You have an inspiration.
I do have an inspiration.
Can use all those too.
There's 10.
There's a 10. Okay.
Damn.
Well done.
Alrighty then.
Shadow step. Shadow step will let the party step through a shadow and into a place of power that they are familiar with.
Sweet. Back to the bar.
So essentially, anyone that can be touching you, when you activate your shadow step, you can step through a shadow and into a place of power that you are, connected to.
Nice. That could come in.
You only have 2 of those, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you only have 2 right now. Yeah.
One at the school and one here.
The one here only lasts a month.
It's a long time for us. We can barely make it through dinner.
I mean, we did 10 episodes in 24 hours, so.
That's fair.
That was.
All right. And anyone want to inspect the crossbow, or anyone want to take the crossbow?
I'll fucking look at that.
All right. Do you want to try and identify, see if it's magical in nature at all, or are you just going to take it?
Well, I don't have a bonus to anything, but what would I roll to try to identify it?
It is it's an intelligence roll, but it's -2 for anyone that's not an enchanter. So 2d6 plus your intelligence -2.
7.
And you have inspiration.
I do have an inspiration. Do I want to waste on this though? Because it's a fucking crossbow. I'm gonna do it anyway because everybody else is doing it, and it worked.
Dun,
Well,
dun.
it was an 8 that time.
Okay. So
It was better anyway.
an 8 lets you know that this crossbow will do additional shadow damage to an enemy that is shot with it. That is all an 8 is going to tell you, though.
Anybody else want to look at this?
Yes. Since I don't have a billy club anymore.
Oh,
What was
yeah,
that?
you lost your billy club.
Yeah.
It does an additional what?
Additional shadow damage.
That's a 10.
With your -2?
Yeah, it would have been 12.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Oof.
Spell it.
What is it? What is it?
It is called a Shadow Spawn crossbow. You've seen something like this before in books. And it will do an additional 1d4 shadow damage anytime somebody is hit with a crossbow that it like enchants the bolt itself that it shoots out.
Nice.
So that is a good amount of damage that possibly with each shot. There's also a really strong chance that this might be cursed.
How do we figure that out? Should I just grab it and try to shoot somebody?
Wait, what?
But you don't know what the curse would be if there is one.
Nah, I say we hold on to it, but we're going to see an enchanter anyway.
The bolts, were those normal bolts? Or?
Yep, they're standard ammo.
Okay.
Can we go to the castle now?
Oh my god!
Are we there yet?
I
Are we
just
there
got a new
yet?
toy. He doesn't still feel that urge to go there, does he? Or does he?
Oh, Bill feels that urge hardcore. Yeah. Sleeping here for what couple hours of sleep he actually got last night between bashing the cymbals to keep you up and not. He is ready to get into this castle. He dreamed about it. He had fantastic dreams about this castle. Fancy parties, cool hats. The outfits were
There's going to be
amazing.
so many hats.
Not beer hats.
Not
Either.
beer hats. Wine hats.
They're going to be classics. I'm going to be so fancy.
Minstrels with all sorts of cymbals and drums.
Well, I'm getting kind of excited because we just got a really awesome treasure chest here at the fucking statue. And Uorag, you were talking to the dog. What did he tell you earlier? I saw you.
Trying to remember what Eddie said.
That the place is not inhabited.
Oh yeah. I asked Eddie about if there was anyone in the castle, and he said no. But he said he saw lots of pictures and nice things inside.
That is the dream. This is why I've been saying we should go there.
All right, let's go check it out.
We'll let Bill loose and just follow him then.
All right, so you
Let him
walk
off his leash.
you walk through the gated community. The big iron door or iron hinges squeak as the gates open up for you.
Excuse me, I skip.
You skip along
Merrily.
toward the castle up these giant marble stairs. Statues of ancient spellcasters back when the chroniclers were in power line the stairwell up toward this building. You see gargoyles lining the rooftops of this place, but not like scary looking menacing gargoyles, but like fancy, beautifully designed gargoyles.
Cherubs.
Yeah, well, no, I mean they're still gargoyles. They've got like things, but they're like,
They're happy.
yeah, they're happy
Okay.
gargoyles. Everything here is inviting into this castle. You see, as you walk through the entranceway, a giant open ballroom and foyer there. And it looks like it was, there are so many doors here. It looks like it was probably open to the general public when it was a city for people to come to. It's not closed off. It is wide open. There are pillars that kind of hold the place up, but there's not a lot of walls as you enter into this place. The farther you go into the castle, Bill is being drawn more and more to a pointed location. And Bill, give me one more wisdom save as you make your way in.
8.
An 8.
Do you have a wisdom modifier?
No.
Okay.
Inspiration.
You are
got
the last person with inspiration.
I do. But I'm
Do
in
you
on
want to
this.
waste it?
I don't mind this.
You get the feeling that the only way out is in. And that's the vibe you're getting. That's all I'm going to give you with an 8.
Okay.
Something cryptic that you make it with what you want.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, this is the solution. We have to go here. This way specifically, and I'm going to keep just going towards.
So you come up to these doors and you pass through a set of several different halls, right? You walk through the different halls of this castle, the different rooms, kitchens area. Like there are stained glass windows, there are statues, just beautiful art and decor everywhere. And you come to these two doors that's just calling you. You open them both up and you step in. And as you step into this one big hall, you see on each side of the hall that you are like elevated in the castle now. You're a couple floors up at this point, just from walking around. You see that there are 12 stained glass windows, 6 on each side of the hall. On the left side, in this specific order, and I will give you guys this in a second, so don't feel like you need to jot everything down. In this specific order is Bane, Lu, Loki, the Many-Faced God, Dionysus, and Greyhawk. And then on the right side, in this specific order, directly opposite of the first 6 is Hephaestus, then Mathfab Mathanwe, then Mananon McClear, Kalimvor, Cthulhu, and Selune. Obviously, just their characters put up into stained glass for these imagery. And then on the floor in between the windows, a rune rests between each pair, also in this specific order. So, the rune for workmanship, access, aptitude, soul, mind, and perspective. So, for example, Bane was the first on the left, directly across from him was Hephaestus on the right, and the rune in between them was workmanship. And while the fools are checking out this weird-ass hallway, we are going to cut to commercial. Be right back.
Microphones and Monsters is a Cthulhu D&D actual play with a balance of horror, mystery, and comedy. Our story begins in a 1920s Magitech noir setting. We follow the story of Alistair.
That power is very much something that I need, and I don't want that to stop.
Victor.
I don't think I want to help you.
And Julian.
It's burning. What happened here can't see the light of day.
As they come face to face with eldritch horrors.
I don't think you could ever stop me.
And try not to fall into madness. Go to microphonesandmonsters.com or listen wherever podcasts are found.
A very special thank you to our executive producers from Patreon, Nick Mead and Patrick T. Arsenal.
And now let's get back to the fun.
Okay, so these runes on the floor, are they movable?
Nope, they are like painted into the floor.
Okay. And is there anything underneath each of the windows that would seem out of the ordinary, or is it just a window set in a wall?
If you look under each window, it looks like there is a line in the stone carving. In the center of each window, the stone has like where it's joined with like cement or concrete or whatever. And the stone hallway that you're in, that line goes all the way across through the rune and up to the other stained glass window of the other god on the other side.
Okay. This first rune says workmanship.
Yep.
And it's got Bane on the left and Hephaestus on the right. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go a step across the line on the right side.
Okay.
By Hephaestus.
Okay. I mean, nothing happens.
Okay.
The next one will be
What happens if
access?
you touch the rune?
Nothing happens.
Access be like travel. So
Yeah, so-
losing and
And commerce also.
math fab. So I would say the left side for that one.
I agree. Next one is
Lou.
aptitude. It's trickery or ocean.
Aptitude. I would say
Loki.
I mean, Loki's
Yeah.
pretty capable kind of
And then,
fella.
this one's a problem though. Soul is death or dead.
Many-faced god.
You think the many-faced god, or you think Kalimvor? Kalimvor is the god of the dead, which would be souls, right?
Kalimvor was the
many-faced
No, he
god is
wasn't
the
the
god
evil
of
god, was he?
death.
No.
I'm thinking the Kalimvor side.
Kalimvor is lawful neutral.
God of the dead.
He's the god of the dead, and then but the many-faced god was
The god of death.
Yep. Who's also lawful neutral.
yeah.
I'm thinking
They had different roles, though, and I'm trying to remember Kalimbor's role.
He takes care of the souls after they die, after they're dead. And death distributes the souls where they need to go, as well as the process of death in its necessity. So like that's why he has assassins that worship him.
So that one go with Kalimbor then.
I'm thinking Kalimbor. Stepping across the Kalimbor line.
Mind, we have Cthulhu or Dionysus.
Yeah, I'd say Cthulhu.
And then perspective, we have Greyhawk or Selune.
Light and law.
Probably Selune.
Or the moon. I mean, the old cranes would probably go with Selune. They're followers of the moonlight path, right? Yeah, you know what?
They have an insider perspective.
Yeah. Let's go with the Selune side.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now how do we make any kind of correlations, like, in the actual room? Like,
it's just, I'm stepping across these lines as we're going.
Like bouncing from left to right, depending on which one. Yep.
Like hopscotch.
Yep. Okay.
Cool. I'm with him.
And you get all the way to the end at 2 double doors.
I'm going to push open the door on the right, or pull, whichever.
Okay, yep. You push it open into a chamber. Do you all go in, or?
Yeah, I'm going in.
Okay.
I'm getting good vibes, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bill's all in.
Bill, the vibes, that pull that you felt was pulling you to that hallway.
Okay.
You know that there's some kind of connection between each two of the gods and the rune. You're not sure what it was, but you know that that was there and that was drawing you. Now that you went through it, you feel a lot better, but also like something is still just on the tip of your tongue. And because of your last roll, I'm not going to tell you what it is. So you walk into this room, and it is the throne room. A skeleton sits in the queen's chair. There is no skeleton in the king's chair. There is a word etched into that chair over and over, scratched in. It looks like with a dagger or something. You can't read it from this distance, though. You're still quite a ways from it. Between the two thrones, a small table holds 2 bottles. You are not certain what's in the bottles, but they both appear to be clear bottles with red liquids inside. And on the skeleton that's in the queen's chair is the queen's crown, adorned with very, very large gems and made of solid gold.
I'm gonna go up to the queen's chair and see what she was etching in there.
The king's chair has the etchings.
Oh, the king's chair then, sorry.
Bill, as you travel through the chamber, you no longer feel that pull. So the skull, the skeleton, the cups, the bottles, none of that was pulling at you. It literally was that hallway, and you can kind of still feel it behind you, but just not to that same degree now that you've experienced it. As you approach the chair, you see the word relay etched across the chair over and over and over again.
Do I know the word?
Got a religion check?
That would be a lore, spout lore.
That's what I was wondering. If it...
I mean, metagaming, we all know.
Yeah, that's,
11.
You got it? So I take it you're all going in to inspect things now?
I don't know that name at all.
Okay. So when you were studying those old ones, you were not paying attention in class.
No. I studied Legends of Heroes Past. There were no heroes.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of heroes in those stories of the old ones. It's mostly just bouts of insanity and tortured souls. So yeah,
See, I'm an optimist. I like a happy ending. It's not my stuff.
Everyone likes a happy ending. Okay, so Uorag knows though, and Eddie,
I got a 9.
you got a 9. So you know something about it, right?
Something about it.
You know that Relay is not only not a part of Euphray in the world, but also not a part of this universe, as far as you know. but you can't quite connect why. Adira, did you roll 2?
Yeah, I got nothing. I got a 3.
Okay, so you also don't know. Uorag, you know it's specifically connected to the old ones. In particular, that Cthulhu image that was just out in the hallway.
What's the word?
Relay.
Now that we're here, I should mention, I forgot you were busy last night. The king here, before he killed everybody, he made a blood pact with something, some kind of warlock. That's what happened here.
Oh.
Seemed like it might be relevant information for you.
Yeah, that seems relevant.
It seems he bound himself to Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Relay relates to Cthulhu and his mythos.
Ah. Yeah, I knew Relay was not from this world. But that makes
which
all
stands
this
to
a little
reason,
more disturbing.
If he bound himself to Cthulhu, he probably ended up mad, which explains possibly what happened to the city. Blood sacrifices to a god of madness.
I mean, we can see the queen here, but what happened to him? So he came in and
he bound himself with this. He was trying to get magic back, and they wound up killing everybody in the city. Him and some elder wizards or something, trying to recapture their magic.
As you motion to the skeleton in the queen's chair, you notice that the skeleton has a couple oddities. First, there is a knee. It seems to be hinged together by some kind of metal contraption, and there's a cane next to the chair, laying on the floor by the skeleton's feet.
She has a prosthetic knee.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out that knee real quick.
Yeah, it looks like the legs on the skeleton, everything on the skeleton appears to be more like hollow boned. Like a bird.
Was she an Aarakocra?
You would know the queen from Legends of Old was not.
Huh. Does the skeleton look human other than being hollow?
Nope, it looks like an Aarakocra skeleton upon further inspection.
You said there was a cane?
Yep.
I'm gonna pick that up and investigate it. See if I notice anything weird about it.
Wonderful. Thank you for picking that up and investigating it. As you pick it up, the skeleton's eyes flare to life and the two double doors slam behind you. The creature says in a very deep old man voice,
"You cannot leave, not when I have such wonders to show you."
Lamprey-like tentacles thrust out from the ground, shadow in form. The windows themselves all tint to black so that no sunlight can come in, and the room goes completely dark. There are, before the room completely fades out, probably at least 3 tentacles for each of you that you could tell were shooting up from the floor. And we all roll initiative.
On a more serious note, there are 12 gods that are each uniquely connected to the world of Euphrae. We will briefly cover each of the 12 in this segment. Please note a few things before we begin. First, all 12 of these gods are considered higher gods, with smaller demigods that might report to them. Second, all 12 are accepted as legitimate, regardless of their benevolence or malevolence. In many major cities, there are temples of the 12, where worship of any or all of the gods is accepted and encouraged. Finally, this list will be presented in alphabetical order. The first god is Bane. Bane is the god of tyranny and is considered an evil deity. He reigns in the 9 hells, and his cruelty has been written about in thousands of fictional tales. Boons from Bane. Boons from Bane to his followers will generally require some sort of sacrifice. and will likely enhance the damage and chaos the servant can inflict. The second god is Cthulhu, the Old God. Cthulhu is considered to be the oldest of all the deities and is the embodiment of madness. Cthulhu is said to rule in the space beyond the stars, in another universe, yet still touching Euphrey. In general, the followers of the Old God are touched with varying degrees of madness. They are prone to premonitions and unnatural abilities. The third god is Dionysus, the god of mirth and wine. This god is one of the most common gods to worship. This is likely because part of worshipping him requires his followers to drink and party. Who is going to argue with that type of devotion? The fourth god is Greyhawk. Greyhawk is identified as the primary god of Euphrey, while lore places all the other gods in other realms or universes. Greyhawk is singled out as the only deity to rule directly over Euphrey. It is said that when the gods left Euphrey, that it is because Greyhawk willed it. The Church of Greyhawk is the primary religion in all Euphrey. The fifth god is Hephaestus, the god of smithing and crafting. Many of his followers attribute their own personal successes in craftsmanship to his blessings. He's a pretty chill god as far as legends have it. The sixth god is Calimbor, the god of the dead. He rules over the realm of the grave. This is an interesting domain, as there is also Bane, the god of the nine hells, and the many-faced god, the god of death. Priests love to lecture about the differences between the three gods, attributing one to hell and suffering, one to the dead in body and spirit, and one to the actual act of death. For a full lecture on the differences, we recommend you attend a sermon in any of the temples of the 12. The seventh god is Loki, the trickster god. He is the king of deception and pranks. Quite frankly, he's a real asshole, and the other gods get really tired of his shit. While he doesn't have many followers, the members of the Thieves Guild really love him. The eighth god is Loch, the god of arts, travel, and commerce. Loch might not seem like a rewarding, interesting god, but he is the second most worshipped deity in Euphrey. Due to the hostility between national borders and the random magic events that continue to occur, travelers have faith in Loch in hopes that their travels may be protected. The ninth god, Manannán mac Lir, the god of the ocean and sea creatures. While he isn't a highly worshipped deity, it isn't uncommon to see a sailor or naval officer burn a prayer to Manannán mac Lir for protection while at sea. It is also said that this deity will make deals with mortals, should they ever offer him an appropriate sacrifice. The 10th god is Mathfab Mathanwi, the god of magic. Many followers believe that all 12 of the gods have their own boons that they set upon their people, but magic as a whole is believed to be gifted by Mathfab Mathanwi. There's much disagreement on Math. Many scholars believe that Math is evil and stole magic from other gods. He collected magic and used it to imprison his enemies in eternal torture. Others believe that they are simply stories and Math is a benevolent god, gifting magic to many regardless of who they worship. The 11th god is the many-faced god, the god of death. It was noted before, but should be stated again. The many-faced god does not lord over the dead, but rather the magical process of death itself. The many-faced god is not evil by any means. Instead, death is a lawful and neutral process. Many assassins subscribe to this faith. The 12th and final god is Selûne, the goddess of the moon. The cult of the Moonlit Path believes that Selûne is the true god of Euphrae, having dethroned an evil Greyhawk before returning to her own realm. They believe that the goddess both cares for the people of Euphrae while hating the world itself. While the Church of Greyhawk prides itself on allowing all faiths to worship how they please, the cult of the Moonlit Path is commonly viewed as heretical and problematic. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you enjoyed this small piece of lore. If you would like more tidbits, or maybe to see the maps or talk to cast and crew, be sure to follow us on our social media or join our Discord. All of those links and more can be found at www.afoolsquest.com. Thank you.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.